This is the fastest way to level up in Code Vein pre-Cathedral. Make sure before you start, you have the Howling Pits unlocked, which is located in the big hole you could drop through in the Rune City Center. The Howling Pits has a large difference in mob XP when comparing them to previous areas, so much so that we're going from 2 to 300 XP to 800 plus for most enemies. They're not that much more difficult either. In about 30 minutes of play, I found myself getting pretty close to 50k haze, which is basically XP for Code Vein. Up until this point in the game, it's the fastest way to level up for sure. However, if you aren't here yet, check out my other crazy fast way to level designed for the beginning of the game, links in the description. You're going to want whatever build you're comfortable using at this point. Range works really well here since there's a lot of water making it hard to move around while fighting. Also keep in mind, these enemies hit like a truck, so if you're dying too often, just make sure you don't go too far into the area until you level up high enough to take their hits. There are a few different farming spots on the map, but there aren't any specific routes. You could start from the first missile and work your way through the entire first section of the map, or you could choose to start from the other end. The bottomless shore teleport is where I like to start since there isn't as much water and there are some high profile mini bosses you can kill for about 1000 to 1600 haze. What I like to do is make my way from one waypoint to the other, replenishing my regen along the way. Since everything is open and there's a lot of mob density in the zone, the general rule of thumb is keep heading towards one of those bug-looking mobs. They're really tall ones. They give you about 800 XP per kill, and they're really easy to kill, especially if you catch them off guard. By the time I make it from one end to the other, I'll have anywhere from 20 to 30k haze depending on what mobs I killed along the way, or how many mobs I missed. The idea here isn't to kill everything, but to just kill stuff you could see until you're approaching the next area. That way you're not wasting too much time searching for things to kill. This takes about 15 minutes as a melee class, which is what I was using at this point, but you could probably do it 10 as a powerful mage. This easily nets you 100k haze per hour, and that's me being generous. It's more likely that you'll end up with 120 to 150,000 if you're plowing through mobs fast. This is indeed a crazy fast way to level up in Code Vein, but just remember that this is based on this point of the game. This will not be the fastest way to level up in the entire game, it's just the fastest way to level up at this point. If you liked today's video, make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss the future XP guides. I will be releasing builds and other valuable guides as I progress through my own playthrough of Code Vein. So if you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to get you an answer. If the topic is big enough, I might even make a video about it. Speaking of, although I already knew about this before the comment, Diablo NM actually told me about this before I made this video, so as promised, your mention. If you have other strategies that are better than this, make sure you let me know so I can make the next best XP strategies for player a little further than this. If I use your suggestion, I'll mention you at the end of the video like this. Play longer, faster, better today.